Greetings, everybody. How you doing? How you doing? How you doing? This is Sistah Yaya here with Soul Tribe Heals. Y'all remember me, I'm sure you do. It's been a while since I've been live on any of the platforms. Facebook, what's up? Shout out to everybody on Facebook. Shout out to my Instagram. Mwah, mwah, love you. Shout out to YouTube world. I'm so happy to be here. I'm so delighted to be here. So I just opened up my this live just for any Q&As, anybody who has questions about their health, their spirituality, coming to Mexico, living in Mexico, how I love Mexico, any questions there. So that's what this live is about, just to connect, just to be present. So I invite you to come on and leave your comments and ask your questions. Now, I'm not doing any relationship questions today because those require a bit more personalization. But if you have a question about your health, your wellness, coming to Mexico, drop it in the comments because I want to be able to answer your question. And y'all may hear people in the background. Don't worry about that. I'm in my favorite places in the restaurant, just chilling out here. But I just wanted to say hey because it's been a while since I've seen you all, and y'all have probably seen me. Y'all seen the pictures and stuff, but I haven't been live in a while because really, since I've been busy. So many people are coming from different parts of the world to Mexico for healing, and I'm just so thrilled and so excited. And I just want to continue to encourage you all, do what it takes for your healing. Like, don't let that be a thing where, we prioritize everything else and everyone else and not ourselves. I remember when y'all leave y'all comments and your questions. This is a live Q&A for anyone who has questions about anything. I remember when I started really getting into my journey, one of the things I had to do was really prioritize my wellness. And so if it was going to see a particular healer or getting a particular herb or trying this modality, I did whatever it took just to do it. So I encourage you, and I see so many of y'all have come to Mexico already just doing it, and you're getting results. When you take that first step, the universe will be like, you know what? I got you. I'm coming for you. I ain't going to leave you. And she shows up when you show up. So I wanted to do this Q&A, for us to connect and remind you to continue to put yourself first. Hi, Miss Ania. How you doing? Thank you for joining me on the live. We're just connecting here with the tribe, talking about Mexico, healing, all things wonderful. And anyone have any questions, I want to definitely answer that. Okay, so I'm looking on Instagram, and self-love creates love asks a question. What do you recommend for nerve damage? One of the best herbs you can take for any type of nerve condition, including that which includes PTSD, stress, and trauma, because all of these experiences that we have actually affect our nervous system, is soursop. I talk about soursop all the time because to me it is my favorite herb. It is great for regenerating parts of the nervous system that have been damaged, that have been what they call destroyed. Even if the myelin sheath, which is the covering of the nerve itself, is broken or is torn, or there's issues of dementia, you can use soursop to help you to repair the nervous system. That also includes the brain, issues of the spinal column. Hey, Nicole, welcome. Anxiety, depression, sleeplessness, all these things, even constipation, because that has a lot to do with the nervous system as well. Soursop tea is amazing. We sell the leaves on our website. Ours are sustainably harvested from Jamaica. We know our farmers. And I recommend the soursop leaf. The fruit is great, but you're looking for the neurological support of the plant, you want to use the leaf. That's what you need. Hey, DJ Daily Grind, it's good to see you. So I definitely recommend doing soursop leaf tea, maybe about 5 to 7 leaves, maybe the size of your middle finger. You boil that, drink that at least 3 times a day. And after that, what you could do is after you use your leaf, you can reboil them again up to 3 times because it's a hard leaf. So that means you can get a lot of medicine from it. Soursop is great for children, even with neurological imbalances, children that are stressed out, people who are stressed out. Soursop is amazing. Hey, DJ, love you so much. Hope to see you soon. You definitely want to have that on deck. And it's also good as an immune booster. So to prevent any type of colds, illnesses, any types of EBGBs, soursop is great. Somebody hit me up about cancer today. And what we know from our tradition, Kromanti tradition, this is just my traditions. I'm not your medical doctor. I'm not Western in that sense, is that soursop is also very helpful for many cancers as well. Doesn't matter if it's in the bone, the blood, or where it's located. It's also helpful for that. That is what our traditional teaching tells us. In fact, I teach about that in my class, Caribbean Healing Herbalism, level 1 certification on how to use these plants to heal yourself. So you're not running here, running there, and not getting the support that you need. But y'all drop your questions. I want to be able to answer any spiritual questions, health-related questions, Mexico questions. We have Miss Sania in the house and Nicole, both here in Mexico, part of the Soul Tribe. Thank you so much for showing up. Thank you so much for being here. Self-love creates love. You are welcome. Definitely check us out, or just get your soursop leaves however you can. But you want to make sure it's from a good source, okay? But y'all drop your questions. I'm looking here on Facebook, and I'm also looking on Instagram to see if y'all have any questions about your well-being. My ultimate intention is to help, to use what God gave me, because I cured myself of cancerous things. I've cured myself of liver disease. I've cured myself of acne. I've cured myself of so many things. And it was getting back to myself. It was healing mother wounds. It was healing family wounds. It was learning to accept myself. All of these things became my medicine, even manifesting Mexico. Because indeed, it was a manifestation. And so all of this comes from energy, but the plants are here to help us. And when we can marry plant medicine, including things like ayahuasca, bufu, different things, we can marry these things together. We can heal ourselves, family. And that's always, I want to always let you know that you have the power to do this. You can do this. You got it. You got it. No question about it. So drop your questions, drop your thoughts, drop your inquiries in the comment section, and I definitely want to answer any questions you have. Welcome, Danny, K Glossy. I see y'all on Instagram showing love. What's up? What's up? Sistah Yaya here, coming from Mexico. I want to invite y'all to come out here. You hear things about Mexico being this and being that, and it's not the case. What you see on TV, what they show you has not been our experience. This has not been experienced for many people that I know that live here. And so it's been a healing place for me and my family. And I've tried to post as much as I can on what's been going on and how people are being healed. And I'm going to say healed because they say, oh, you shouldn't say you heal. No, people are being healed. Okay, it's just the truth. And I post those so that to give people encouragement, those who are in desperate situations, whether it's something mentally, whether it's something spiritually, where it's something physically that's manifesting and they want to heal that, come, there is help. And I'm happy to help, because I know when I was looking for someone to help me and I couldn't find what I was looking for, but when I got it, I know how grateful I was. The universe provided that for me. So I like to share what I know. I like to share opportunities so that you can get the access to what you come here to earth to get, because it's here. We just tap into that frequency. Danny, can't wait for you to come back, honey. You be in your 3rd trimester. And we have Mayan midwives here. If you want to have your sweet baby here, Danny, we can hook you up with a great midwife and get some postpartum care so you can be the real snapback, not just what you see, but the real snapback, where they're helping you with your mind, your body, with your soul, and to really get you back to wellness the traditional way. Hey, Anisha, welcome. Anisha and I used to work together back in the day. We worked at a financial institution together, and she has her sweet baby and her husband. Just want to send you love to you, Anisha. Tell your hubby I said hello, and your sweet baby. Hey, Shramika, welcome. Good to see you. So I want y'all to drop your questions. There are so many wonderful healing people here, so much. I wish I can just tell you. I wish I can just tell you the things that you can you can do here. I'm so grateful. Thank you, Danny. You've not birthed here. That's okay. Come on back. I hope to see you. My ayahuasca experience was so amazing. It's been life-changing. Even till today, ayahuasca was last year in November, and I'm still being healed through her wisdom. The visions that I've had, it's just been just so profound. And I'm just so grateful to have access. I mean, people pay for things, money, cars, houses, and all those things are great. But when it comes to your soul, when it comes to feeling good on the inside, when it comes to healing yourself, that to me is everything. To me, everything. Having lost everything in the hurricane in 2001, I thought, oh my gosh, everything is really gone. But I realized that Spirit was clearing out a launching ground to clear out all of the attachments I had to the Western world, cars and house and things I could just buy. And yeah, indeed, I was consuming things. There's nothing wrong with that. But when I came to Mexico, it was a thing like, we're about to show you who you really are. You think you was somebody with you in the States, and yeah, that was great. But they had to strip away so much of the layers, which were, a lot were lies. A lot of them were fallacies of who I thought I was. But when I came to Mexico and I really started doing the healing work, where I couldn't call anyone, I couldn't escape, I couldn't get busy on social media, that is when two things happened. First thing, I died, which I talk in ayahuasca how I died, and it's so amazing. The second thing was I came alive. My superpowers came on board, y'all. Like, I've been raised in this Kromanti tradition, which I share in my class, Caribbean Healing and Herbalism, which is a certification course teaching you everything that I do, what I know. So that's coming up on the 25th of May. But when I died, like, I really died. And sometimes you feel like you want to die, and people talk about suicide, and that's nothing to take lightly. But sometimes in that suicidal energy is a part of you that no longer serves you, that wants to die, not you, right? And sometimes you need a little help deciphering that part, right? This has been my experience, and everyone's a little different, but losing everything, dying to myself, allowed me to shed a part of me that no longer served me. I thought I needed things. I thought I needed people. I thought I needed to be always on social media, always this or always that. Spirit says, sit your tail down, Yaya. Sit down. Siéntate for a minute. I want to show you something. So once I started getting quiet within myself and going through the aches and the pains of the shadow part of me, the part that is not as smiley, the part of me that's not as beautiful, the part of me is not as, I'm not as always proud to represent what we all have. When I started to embrace that dark shadow, depressed, anxious, impatient, angry, Yaya, and say, what are you here to teach me? What do you want me to know? I'm not judging you because you are me and I am you and I love you. What? When I tell you this world busted wide open, I'm like, wow, like this is what it's about. And it's funny because the same thing we resist, the same thing we are afraid to look at, the same thing that we don't want to face because sometimes we don't know how. Just be honest, we don't know how. We don't know how to heal in a lot of ways. We don't know what to do about certain things. And so when we get to these points, it's like, oh shit. When the universe steps up and say, now the party begins. Fiesta time. Time to turn up. And that's how it's been for me. I'm be honest with you. So y'all please drop your questions of healing and spirituality in the chat. Because this is really for y'all. I'm just talking until someone puts a question in the chat so I can answer. But that healing journey is not a straight line. It's not, okay, one day I wake up, I'm healed, so everything's going to be perfect. No, it'd be the shitty stuff. I'm telling you, it'd be the stuff that feels horrible. But if you're able to sit in it long enough, if you're able to get comfortable with the unknown, where your next paycheck is going to come from, I'll be honest, I work 100% independent. I have a family of 3, and I'm just like you. I require food, I require housing, I require all these type of things. And so the faith to do that in a foreign country and allow God to show up and her angels to show up, it's been a teaching, another level of teaching for me, but I've been able to do it. And God is not a respecter, or the universe. They're not respected. If they'll do it for me, they'll do it for you. But it takes sitting and being uncomfortable. It takes that not knowing and say, you know what? I'm going to show up anyway. I'm still going to offer something anyway. I'm still going to be joyful anyway. I'm still going to give thanks anyway. Don't matter if you have $1 million in your account or you have $2 in your account. The attitude is everything. And so what I've learned from this experience of losing everything in the hurricane, starting what felt like zero, is how to trust, how to know my superpowers. And this is what Spirit wanted me to see. My superpowers. Yeah, you thought you was doing something in this state, but you had a lot of stuff to help you. We're going to take everything away. And we're going to put the focus on your spirit, put the focus on you and see. And you are going to see, because we already know the spirit team is saying, but you are going to see truly who you are and what you can do. And from this experience, you're going to help others and show other people how to do it. That is the lesson I took from losing everything in the hurricane, even at times feeling like I lost my own mind. This is what I've learned. This is what I've learned to accept, that the power to transform my reality is inside. And I've posted as much as I can so you can see my journey. Times when things are great and times when things were just not so great. But I wanted you to see so you know what up looks like, what down looks like, what healing actually looks like. It's not linear. The shadow side, embrace it. It is a gift to you. Ask your shadow, what are you here to teach me? Depression, anxiety? What do you want me to learn from you? What is it that is still unhealed that wants my loving attention, because I'm ready to give it to you? I'm ready to find the people. I'm ready to find the places, those resources that bring me closest to myself. This is what it's about. It's about knowing yourself. It's about knowing your superpowers. And you don't know your superpowers when things are great. You don't know how powerful and beautiful and capable you are when things are easy. You gotta go through the shit. And sometimes that shit looks like sickness in your body. Sometimes it looks like a loss of a relationship. Sometimes it looks like your money ain't right. Sometimes it looks like your mind ain't right. All of that is good. All of that's fine. But knowing that there is a lesson in the journey. And I use my life as a testimony because y'all have followed me for years. And I thank you all for your support. Thank you for your love on Instagram, on the Facebook, and on YouTube, following our family's journey. But I wanted to show you more than anything, from where I've started to where I am now, that this whole life is about you. This whole existence is about your energy and your evolution and seeing your power, right? So when things come up in your life, that's okay. We embrace them, but knowing it is an opportunity to flex your muscle. It's an opportunity, like when the hurricane came and destroyed everything, our home, our livelihood. I had really, all the money was spent on just trying to figure out where we're going to live. And God put us here in Mexico with just what we had, three little suitcases and everything else gone. And God said, you're going to start from this. You're going to build something mighty from this. And I'm like, God, you are crazy. And this guy said, no, you are crazy. You're about to see how awesome we really are. But day by day, staying with them, talking to my ancestors, allowing them to really guide me in a world that I don't know what the hell was going to happen the next second. And now we're able to help others do the same thing. And I'm so grateful for the opportunity to be able to help. The opportunity to be able to show up and say, hey, I know what it feels like where you are, but I can help you to get to where you want to be. So I want to welcome everybody back on the chat. What's up, Rosina? Hey, welcome, welcome, welcome. Someone has a question. Self-love, create love. Asks a question about what are my thoughts on the increase of Alzheimer's. My thoughts on that are is pronged in different ways. Number one, I think that the propensity of Alzheimer's is caused by some of the chemicals that are in common foods, the preservatives, the colors. These are all not natural to the body, right? I also attribute it to spiritual work that needs to be done. And since we're entering to the age of Aquarius and people are getting into the knowing and being of who they are and their superpowers, I think that there is, within that transition, there's a time of healing that we have to do as humanity. And I think it presents an opportunity to heal, is what I'm saying. Heal memories, things that we want to suppress, things that we want to forget, allowing those to come to the surface in a safe environment where we can energetically work through them. I see a lot of times when clients come to me and say, oh, my mom has Alzheimer's or dementia. A lot of that has to do, in my opinion, and from what I see, is just trauma that hasn't really been dealt with and has been suppressed. And so the forgetting and the suppression of it, instead of just looking at it and dealing with it as best we can, energetically, that is, with no judgment, with pure love and no judgment. I also see it as a societal issue where those who need support are not getting the support that they need from family and from friends, feeling unrecognized, feeling unacknowledged for who they are. So every time you see an illness, it's always an energy that's attached to it. So if someone says, oh, I just have this, if it's diabetes, if it's a particular type of cancer, nothing comes from nothing. That's not how it works. Everything has a cause and effect. And in our tradition, we're taught that it has an energetic effect. Everything has an energy effect to it. So when we see chronic illnesses, when we see things that are difficult that are affecting your daily life, we know there's an energy that has to be addressed. So in the case of Alzheimer's, dementia, and things like that, inner child work can become helpful. Talking becomes helpful. Nutrition is number one. Nutrition. We talked about soursop earlier, for sure. Good fats like coconut oil, extra virgin, cold pressed coconut oil is really, really good. Sea moss is excellent for helping to restore the synapses of the nervous system, help to restore the brain, and other therapies such as sound therapy is very helpful as well. Alzheimer's is a emotional, in my opinion, spiritual imbalance that can be healed, and definitely with nutrition as well is very, very, very helpful, and support of family and loved ones. This has been my experience. So hopefully that answered your question on that. Let's see here. Someone says here, I've heard that excessive caffeine consumption and its effects on insulin secretion contributes to Alzheimer's as well. That definitely could be the case as well. Now, caffeine, sometimes the problem is in the processing of it. Like if you have your own coffee beans, and you're harvesting them, you're processing them, that type of caffeine is different than when we go into the store and it's instant or it's already prepared or it's decaf, because they're doing something to it. And people drink a lot of coffee, also drink a lot of this particular chemical used to process the coffee as well. So that can have an impact as well. Definitely. Yes, we are still shipping sea moss. You can find us online at soultribeheals.com for your soursop, your sea moss. We have a detox tea. We have a sleepy time tea, which is excellent. I use it every night. It's called Jamaica Knock Me Out. I use it because when it's time to lights out, then it's lights out for me. And so I use it every night. Someone said, yeah, you want to replace coffee with maca powder. Maca is definitely good. For some people, it could be, it can mess with their hormones a little bit, and for women, can cause them to bleed. So you just want to be mindful and just know your body, and always talk to your medical professional. Hey, Sumi, welcome. Sumi is a midwife here. I'm gonna give her a big shout out because she's amazing. She is midwife of color here in Merida, Mexico. And Sumi, if you want to come on live, I'll be happy to have you. But it will be on Instagram. I'm on Facebook too, so I don't know how that would work. But if you have questions about holistic care, postpartum, before you get pregnant, you want to hit up Sumi. Sumi, want to drop your link. She is definitely a great resource and a wonderful soul. So thank you for joining us, Sumi. So let's see here. I got some questions here on Facebook. Someone's asking about, saying that they still want to learn how to take time for ourselves. That takes practice. It's definitely self-care. It's definitely a practice. I am not, Sumi says she's naked and big. Yeah, that's how you got to do it, sweetie. I'm still developing my self-care regimen. I'm gonna be honest with you, because it changes. I'm still postpartum. My days are not the same. One of the things I've come up with to help me develop, to get on my self-care plan, is just flow. Okay, I pray to the universe, y'all. Universe, Sistah Yaya, you know all the stuff I got to do today. Help me to be in my flow. So whatever comes to me, I just take it as it comes. and I see if I can join, if I can help, if I can't help, if I can assist in an area, if I can't assist. But I do put in pockets of time throughout my day to take care of myself. So after this live, I'm going to have something to eat, and I'm not going to be answering any questions, and then I'm going to get back to work. I schedule time for physical activity every day. If it's dancing, moving, stretch, yoga, where it's not with my 3-year-old, it's not with my husband, it's me. And whatever I don't get done at the end of the day, just don't get done. I try to get myself out of this capitalistic work, do, go, grind, because for feminine bodies, it really burns us out. And Sumi talks a lot about working intuitively. So y'all check out sumistouch.com about sacred entrepreneurship, which y'all know I was talking about as well. But it's a thing where that you are just working in ways that honors your body, where it just you just flow, and it's possible. I'm learning to do that in self-care and caring for others. And it's not an easy thing, but if you start your day with an intention to just ground yourself and ask Spirit to guide you, Spirit's not going to guide you into stress. Spirit's not going to guide you into anxiety. Ask Spirit to guide you into flow. So your morning ritual is a big part of that. When I first get up, the first thing I'm not is on my phone. No. I get the first fruits of my day, meaning that I get to meditate, I get to pray, I get to dance, I go outside and walk, and then I answer all my messages. Then I go through all of that. But the first fruit is to set the intention for my day so that I can make sure I have the me time and relaxation time that I deserve. Because as you give out, you must also take in to balance out your universe, to balance out your world. Okay, so that is one of the things I highly recommend. Anisha asks, what advice? Oh, wait a minute. Miss Ania asks somebody, okay, what would you recommend? Would I recommend ayahuasca for someone with extreme anxiety? Okay, respond. Ayahuasca protocol, pharmaceuticals being taken for health concern have been not advised. Okay, so someone with extreme anxiety. See, ayahuasca, she's funny because she's going to show you what she wants you to see. Agua. Sí, una botella de agua. Okay, gracias. She's going to show you what you need to see. Some people are prepared for that. Some people may not be prepared for ayahuasca in that sense. No one knows. No one can ever tell you how ayahuasca is going to work for you. No one can ever tell you. You have to be ready to see what she's going to show you. Take the lessons. One of the things I can say is your pre-care is going to be important. If you are on medications for anxiety, depression, the shaman is going to recommend that you stop those for a week. Now, that's going to be between you and your doctor, your healthcare, and you, because some people may not be able to. Muchas gracias. Most people may not be able to. So there is also a diet that you have to follow. So no heavy meats, no dairy, no sugar, nothing in a bag, box, carton, none of that stuff. You have to be clean. It has helped a lot of people with anxiety. It's helped a lot of people with depression. Very, very good results. Another thing I would recommend, if you're going to take ayahuasca, you take it with a shaman who has proven results, who has a protocol for pre-care and post-care. Not just here, take this ayahuasca and I see you next week. No. Pre-care and post-care. Get to know the energy that is touching the medicine. Get to know where the medicine is coming from. All of these things are important when choosing to take ayahuasca and choosing to do an ayahuasca ceremony. Ayahuasca has been for me, a life changer. Show me very, very deep things about myself, but also very beautiful and profound things that I can still pull in right now. If I'm having a rough day, I just pull in into it. Even when I do my healing ceremonies, the vibration of those entities that I've had contact with. Hey, Jill the Muse, how are you? That I've had contact with I'm still able to channel Mama Ayahuasca during my healing sessions. So not only does the energy pass through me, but it also my clients are able to really tap into that healing. That's how she has really touched me. But definitely do your research on your shaman and the medicine, because it's very sensitive to energy, but it's such a powerful one. Absolutely. So yes, you will discontinue your medication as per instructions for to take ayahuasca, because it is required. But you want to make sure you'll be okay. You want to make sure you're able to do this. So definitely consult before just diving into any ayahuasca ceremony. Definitely of your highest self. That's always number one. All right. So no, I am still in. I don't know how you can get that in the States. Someone asked. I don't know. My sources are here in Mexico. But you know what? No, there is someone that I can refer you to. So send me a message, Brandy Mo, and I will connect you to her. Yeah, so come on down to Mexico. So Anisha has a question on any advice on losing weight and keeping blood pressure down. Okay, so when it comes to weight loss, that's been my thing, y'all, because I struggle with my weight all my life. And even now, I've gained a few pounds. It's wintertime. You may gain a few pounds, and that's okay. My weight gain and loss has always been linked to some emotional thing. Excuse me. How I'm feeling about myself, what I put in my mouth. So in my class, Caribbean Healing and Herbalism 101, I teach you about cravings and what they mean. So weight loss starts with nutrition, giving your body what it needs. A lot of foods that we eat are not really foods, it's feed. It's stuff that you put in your mouth. It takes away the hunger, but it doesn't give you nutrition. So you want foods that are going to be rich in nutrition, your deep leafy vegetables, your sweet potatoes, your salads. I used to be vegan. No longer, because that has not worked for me for whatever reason, just stopped. So I incorporate some seafood, some eggs. I don't eat red meat or pork, anything like that. And that has helped my body at this time. So it's also knowing your body. It's also knowing what works for your energetic system. Sea moss, I always recommend sea moss, not because we sell it, because I know good sea moss works. If you're having blood sugar issues, you may need some support of chromium picolinate. You can get that at the health food store. I think Whole Foods sells it. That helps with weight. It helps to metabolize the fats, and use up the energy of your foods more efficiently. So chromium picolinate is definitely one you want to consider. Just follow the instructions on the I'm sorry, I got some the waiters here. Follow the instructions on the bottle. That helps your metabolism. That helps your pancreas to use your energy efficiently and help you to lose weight, and also cuts down your appetite. Sea moss does the same thing. High blood pressure, consider soursop leaf tea 3 times a day. Just try that. See if that helps. There are many sources of blood pressure issues. So it could be from your thyroid, right? It could be from anxiety and depression. It could be just for stress. So if it's chronic and you can't get it down with any other maybe medicinal means per se, it may be something spiritual that's trying to get your attention. And so a spiritual reading may help with that as well. Try to be as physical as you can. If you're just walking 20 minutes, 15 minutes, or dancing, get some movement, get your chi moving throughout your body. That can help with weight loss as well. But it's always, and just remember, it's always something maybe energetic. If it's chronic and it seems to be stubborn, sometimes you need to change an environment. Come to Mexico, hang out with me for a couple days, and I promise you, whatever is stuck that don't want to move is going to be moving. That's that I can assure you. Okay, let me see here. Rosina asks, what are my thoughts on kava for relaxation? All right, Rosina. So kava is a root, a tuber herb. Just for those who don't know, that's from like the Pacific place, like it's Vanuatu, places like that in the Pacific islands, right? It's really good for relaxation. You just want to be careful not to take too much of it. Too much of it can have the opposite effects for relaxation, can actually kind of have you to turn up. In my case, it has me to turn up. And it's also, I believe it makes you photosensitive. So if you're out in the sun, it might be one of the things that you may not want to take. For some people, it works great for relaxation. For me personally, it does not work well for my physical anatomy. It doesn't give me the relaxation effect at all. In fact, it just turns me up no matter how much I take or how little I take. So I say, like with any other herb, experiment. Try a little bit of it. Read about it, the research, talk to your spirit team, make sure you're clear in terms of your medication, any contraindications. Try it out. Kava, I know you can find at health food stores pretty much in the United States. I haven't been able to find it here in Mexico, but give it a try. Try it during the day when you don't have much to do to see how you like it. I wouldn't try it before bed on your first time because you want to see how it affects your body before, because you may have a turn up and then you can't sleep. And they're like, oh, so try it at a time you don't have many things to do, maybe in the middle of the day where you have a free afternoon to observe its effects on your body. But kava has come with very high recommendations, but you just want to be mindful of the contraindications that's also included with kava. Okay, so Brandy Mo's asking about chromium. Yes, it's called chromium picolinate. Chromium picolinate, and it's great to help you to metabolize and use up the energy that the food gives you. So when you eat, it just makes it more efficient. Works with your pancreas to make it more efficient. It's a natural occurring mineral that you usually can get from eggs, from chicken and beef, or other places. But it's a trace mineral. It's very little. So if your fruits and vegetables are not the best quality or you don't have access to them, you can take the chromium to help to supplement. But it will also help you to lose weight. It helps to regulate the thyroid and does some other things as well. And it's all natural mineral called chromium picolinate. That's from me to you. Okay, so let me see. Mr. Nia said, I agree. It is the food. Someone asked here if I've tried the Bufo sacred tool medicine. I haven't. No. In terms of the deeper medicines that I've tried, thank you, Misty. Thank you for asking that question. I've just had the ayahuasca. And I'm not in a big rush just to try all of these things because I have access to them here in Mexico. But I have tried the ayahuasca, and that has been tremendous. Now, if someone wants to do the Bufo and you want to come to Mexico, I can put you in contact with someone, but I have not personally tried it yet. I approach these medicines with such respect and such deference because of their power to really get in there and really heal some trauma, generational trauma, things in your bloodline. In fact, I have a bloodline cleansing ritual I like to share with people, and I talk here and I like to share because it helps to get into the energy of things. But that ayahuasca has been like great for me, and I'm not sure the next time I'm going to take it, but I really hope to. The next time I do, I know it's going to be profound. So y'all let me know if y'all have any other questions. Thank you, Brandy Mo. I see you on there. I see you changed your name. I see you, baby. I hope to come to New Orleans this year, y'all, in the summertime. I'll be posting that on my page when we'll be coming to New Orleans, and I hope to see you all because I've been missing New Orleans so much, so much, and I miss everyone there. I think I need to come see y'all. So y'all drop your questions in the comments. Those who want to come to Mexico and want to know about the work that I'm doing here, helping people heal ancestral energy, like the mother wound stuff, you don't have to suffer with that anymore. And I tell people, listen, when it comes to healing, and I always say this, I have like not paid bills so that I can get my healing work done. And I'm not telling you to do that. I'm not telling you to be irresponsible, don't feed your children. I'm not saying that. I'm just saying for me, when I had to get to some healing energy, I'm just extreme. I got to get myself taken care of. I've done some extreme things to make things happen so that I can get the healing that I've needed. And so coming to Mexico, we've had so many people come. I've posted testimonials. I just want to say that because do what it takes. Whether it's me or somebody else, it doesn't matter. Just do what it takes because you're worthy. You're so worthy to feel good. You're so worthy to be happy. Hey, Cinnamon Vixen, welcome. You're so worthy of healing. Whatever it takes. Sometimes, I'm going to be honest with you, from one healer to another, whoever's watching this, sometimes you have to lose this mind and be like so out of the box in order to find yourself. Sometimes you got to be willing to do things that are considered extreme or crazy to heal yourself. And I've done this time and time again. And I continue to do it time and time again because the other side of pain is so much joy. It's so much love. It's a whole nother world out here. When you start to heal and you realize this cognitive dissonance that blinds us. And cognitive dissonance is like when God shows you who you really are, but you can't believe it. Like, you know that this bottle has water in it. You know there's water, but your mind won't allow you to believe it. Your mind won't allow you to accept. Let me say that. Accept how great you are. Accept that you're able to heal yourself. Accept that you can live without pain. You can live disease-free. You can live emotionally free. Because maybe you haven't seen it. Hey, we are prisoners of war. Hey, love, good to see you. Sometimes your consciousness is blocked, right? But let me tell you something. If you can envision it, it can happen. I've seen so many miracles happen here in Mexico. It's just been so mind-blowing. Things that I've seen in my visions come to life. People are getting instant healing from everything. Things that's been pregnant for 20 years, war veterans come in for healing, children with so-called ADHD, people with infertility, instant healing. And I'm telling you, it's possible. So don't let the media fool you. Don't let people fool you with their doubts and their issues. Don't let that stop you from getting the healing that you've come here in this world to get. And I'll be happy to help in any way that I can. Someone asked the question, what's the first step I would recommend to heal mother wounds, to heal oneself? The first thing I would recommend, because I always talk about mother wounds, in fact, I plan on coming up with another course on mother wounds this year, is to first acknowledge yourself. Acknowledge how those mother wounds have showed up in your life. Write it down. Be really honest with it, because the first thing is that we have to reveal what we want to heal. And we love our mothers so much. We care so much for our mother, the divine source. That's who gave us life in this realm. But there are some things that we've inherited from her. There are some experiences that we had with our mothers that are less than loving. We have to acknowledge that our mother, we had a contract with her. And I know these are some hard realities, but once you accept these things, it helps it to get better. We have a contract that you chose the mother. I chose the mother that I have now for whatever reason as part of my soul's contract. And she's also chosen you as part of her soul contract as a teacher. Sometimes we need to disconnect a little bit from the emotional part of relationship and see everyone as part of an actor on our stage, from our sister, our brother, to our husband, our wives, our children, our pets. Our actors are part of our stage for our evolution. So your mother has her own path of development, even while she's parenting you. She's allowed to have that. She's allowed to be emotionally unavailable. These are the things I've had to learn. She's allowed to be mean. She's allowed to be all of those things. But what is the lesson that this mother that I have in this room is here to teach me? And so when I got honest about the ways my mother has wounded me, I got honest about the ways I could see she was wounded, right? And having a child and still being postpartum has helped me to have compassion for myself, because it's all about you. It's not about your mother. It's about you. It's about what your soul has come here to learn through this vessel of a mother. So it's not personal, but it feels personal. So at first I asked you to just acknowledge that, how you feel. Acknowledge how these wounds had showed up in your life, in your relationship, and in your money, your finances, and offer yourself forgiveness. Offer yourself the gift of love. Offer yourself the gift of kindness. Parent yourself in the way you wish your mother could have parented you. So for me, my mother wasn't emotionally available. She wasn't physically available. And so for me, I try to be as present as I can for myself. I try to make my life as comfortable and as mothering and as nurturing as it can. Let me give you an example. So in my house, I have things, I have colors, I have scents that are very soft for me, that give me comfort. If I'm traveling, I bring things, fragrances, essential oils, medicines that comfort me. We have a tea called the Muma tea, which in our culture, Muma means mother. It's very mothering. I drink that tea often. And all of these help to invoke this energy of self-mothering and of self-care, right? The colors I wear, everything that I like. I reparent myself. I'm gentle with myself. I don't come down hard. My mother used to be very critical. And since I have my list of everything my mother was to me that I didn't like, I pretty much flip it and give that energy to myself. Now, this takes practice. This isn't easy. This is confusing. This is frustrating, but you can do it. It's a process of seeing what hasn't worked for you and turning it with love, joy, grace, and ease, and making it work for you. Offering yourself forgiveness for the things that you didn't know, but also being able to take that same forgiveness, which unlocks the prison of emotional distress and trauma. It frees you, but it also frees your mother. If you send me your email, I can send you a ritual that you can do to help to cleanse your bloodline. And anyone else watching these lives, just send me a message. I can send you a ritual that you can do. Very safe. Doesn't matter your background. Doesn't matter if you're Christian or whatever it is. Because we work with your energy to help to ease some of the stress that comes along with dealing with mother wounds. Another thing you will have to do, so send me a DM, anybody who sees this, I'll send it to you for free because I just want you to be good. Send me a DM, I'll do that for you to help to ease up. And that also deals with anything like rejection in your bloodline, addictions, sexual abuse, anxiety, depression, all these things that's in your bloodline that you see like 2 or 3 people have it. You want to clear that out, send me a DM. I can send you a ritual that you could do to help to cleanse this energy. And what it does, it helps 7 generations before you, but it also helps 7 generations after you. And I teach this in my class, Caribbean Healing Herbalism, level 1 practitioner, on how they do this ritual. But I can send you a video as well for free, anyone who needs it, how to help your energy so you don't have to carry so much. A lot of emotional heaviness that we carry, it don't even be yours. It be ancestral stuff. The things are unhealed. Because you feel it is an opportunity for you to heal it. Because you feel it is an opportunity for you to heal it. I'm not just talking, I'm telling you, I do this work for myself. I still work through my mother wounds. Yes, they're still there, but they're not painful. And any wound you can take, you can transform, you can transmute it for your highest good. You don't have to be a slave. You don't have to be emotionally drug along for the wounds that you felt your parents have left on you. You don't have to. You can be free. You can love your mother wherever she is. You can give her joy and peace. You can still heal yourself at the same time and be happy, 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 happy. And still love your mother. And this ritual helps you 7 generations in front of you and 7 generations behind. So you can help heal your grandmother, your great-grandmother, because they're still here. Their energy in the physical realm is not manifested, but they're still here. So when I do my rituals, I help all my people then. They heal and unheal, because when I help them, I help me. And we all win. And the more we help each other, the higher the vibration of this world, the less crime we have in our communities, the less people are going to jail, the less people are suffering from poverty and hunger and all of these things, because as we do our personal work, it changes the vibration of this world. So when I offer something free, hop on, I holler at your girl, come and get it, because I want you to be alive. I want you to know that healing is possible. You can fix your finances. You can fix your body. Whatever's broken, you can regenerate. You can do it. I'm seeing it day in and day out. So second thing with mother wounds, or third thing, fourth thing, I don't know where we are now, is that you must set boundaries. Boundaries are essential. For example, if your mother is verbally abusive, okay, mother, if you're going to say X, Y, and Z to me again, I'm going to end this conversation, or we're just not going to talk, or whatever it is. Set your boundaries, because boundaries help you to protect your energy. You don't have to accept shit from anybody, even if it's your mother. You don't have to energetically accept it as well, even if it's nonverbal. So set boundaries. Okay, if she says this or this happens, here are the consequences, and be ready to enforce them. Be ready to enforce them. I've had to set a boundary with my mother. I'm just going to tell you, because I believe the more I share, the more people are going to be free, the more people are going to be liberated. So my mother acquired a large amount of money from me in ways that are not legal. So when we start talking about these things, I prayed with my ancestors, and yeah, I was hot, because I'm a Capricorn, so I'm always thinking about how I'm using my resources. And I worked hard for my money. I mean, we're talking about thousands and thousands and thousands of dollars, right? But I had to say, you know what, universe, I'm gonna put this in your hand. I'm gonna let you work this out. So one of the things I did was, she wanted to come and do something. She wanted me to do something, and I said, until you pay my money back, we go no further. And I really meant that. And I sincerely meant that with every fiber of my carbonated being. And so what happened was, in order for her to have this particular access to me, if she was really serious about this reconciliation, she had to pay me back. Lo and behold, she paid me back. Now, she has access, but I still have my boundaries up. I still have my boundaries. And whether she paid me was neither here nor there. What was important was I set a boundary. I was no longer going to allow myself to be treated like this. And if I was going to risk her never talking to me, so be it. Because I've learned that I can parent myself. I'm way into my 30s. I've been in this world a long time. She's long abandoned me for many years, and I've made it so far. I can do it. So that voice in your head that says, oh, but you need your mother and all that. Yeah, you're going to miss the relationship and that closeness that you always had a fantasy of, but just realize sometimes we have fantasies of our mother, of how she should be. Oh, she should be loving and baking cookies and calling me because I just had a baby and sending me money and making pies and cooking me. No, my mother probably cooked for me two times in my life. I love to cook, and I become a great cook because of it. So I thank her. Thank you for every meal you didn't serve. Thank you for the times I was just so hungry and didn't have food. And thank you, because now I've learned how to do so much with food. I love food. My relationship with food, I'm still working through, but that's part of my soul's journey. But thank you, because of what you haven't done, I've learned to master something. I've learned to master nutrition for my family, so that we're always well. So this is another way you can use mother wounds for your benefit. That which you didn't get, give it to yourself. And if you are a healer, and if you're listening to this and you are a healer, or you like a person that helps, use your story of working with your mother. And in doing this, embrace it with grace. Cushion it with love. I love my mother, but I don't like the shit she did. And there's nothing wrong with that. Look, I love you till the cows come home. I love you, I love you, I love you. Energetically, you are my mother, and I care deeply for you. But what I won't do is allow you to do this, whatever that is, you fill in the blank, because I love me more. And I am commanded to love myself more than anyone in this world. You've come into this world, in this realm rather, by yourself, and you will leave this realm by yourself. My encouragement to you is to learn the lessons that each person in your life is showing you. If your relationship is shitty with someone right now, look at that take a step back and look at that relationship. See if it's serving you. See if see your role in it, right? Part of healing mother wounds is to see my role in it, that I'm not a victim. Oh Lord. Greetings, everybody. Hey Cosmic. Hey Annie. Hey Anisha. I just want to say hey to everybody. Welcome everybody on Instagram. Love you so much. Sistah Yaya from streaming live from Mexico. See the lesson that your mother is here to teach you, and use it as your benefit, right? See the stumbling block that she's placed in your life. If she's lied to you, if she's tried to destroy you, if she's tried to be jealous. Oh, you want to be jealous? Oh, okay, I'm really going to shine. Use that for you, because you are the magician. You are the master. This is your world. Thank you, mother, for the times that you said bad things about my future. Thank you for the times that you tell me I ain't gonna be shit. Thank you for telling me that I'm ugly, I'm fat. Thank you, because you're telling me what I don't want. So that's half my battle. And now I'm about to tap into what I do want, which is now my journey. So for the shit you gave me, I'm gonna make a shit pie, and everybody's gonna have a piece. You heard me? So this is how you can start to overcome mother wounds. It's not a bad thing. It's an opportunity. It is hey, Sovereign off the grid. Mwah, so good to see you. It is an opportunity to thrive. My mother wounds and my mother wounds, I'm telling you, it has really, 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 really propelled my career. It has propelled my life, my relationships, because I see how I relate to my husband in ways that sometimes I don't want to, but I do. But I see it comes from how I was raised. And so when I'm able to go back to that wounding, I'm able to offer the smaller Yaya, I'm going to tell y'all a story in a minute, affection. I'm able to give her grace. Because a lot of things, I hadn't learned how to be a good wife. My mom or none of the women in my family are truly married. None of them. None. Bunch of children, no relationship. So I don't have any templates. So I'm trying to figure this out. But this has brought me closer to my ancestors, brought me closer to spirit, brought me closer to people who are going on the same journey we're sharing. So I'm breaking this generational curse of this single mother, whole heap of children, and hollering and irritable and sick because of that energy was imprinted on me, right? So when you see these things show up in your life, know that you have an opportunity to change it. And your mother is just one opportunity out of many for you to heal your soul's energy. So when you come back into this world, you ain't dealing with mother wounds. You did this in this lifetime. We good. We ain't dealing with mother wounds. What's next? Prosperity, abundance, wealth, travel, food, relationship, good sex, orgasms. Everything is just coming to you. Woo, woo, woo. Because we cleared up a lot of the stuff in our bloodline, which includes mother wounds, and the same thing goes for father wounds. You can do it. You can do it. So I plan to teach a course on this to revitalize the course that we previously had on healing mother wounds and take you step by step by step by step. It's not as easy as I'm verbally expressing it to you, but it works. This methodology works. And if you want to be healed from it, you can be. You ain't got to suffer. And even when you hear that little voice in the background of your mother saying of self-doubt, or you can't do this, or this, and that, I can show you how to quiet that voice down so you can hear your own voice. It's just a program. Like your phone, you know, your phone have all those apps. It slows down your whole phone, you know, when you have all these apps running. Sometimes we have our mother's voice or the whoever raised us running in the background, No, you're not going to be there. And sometimes we're not aware of that voice. Actually, you can clear that up. You can clear that up. You can heal anything. That's just my thing. You can heal any and everything. So thank you so much. I'm so grateful for everybody who put in the comments, your questions about healing. I just want to read a few. We Are Prisoners of a War on Instagram says, yo, I needed to hear this, Queens. Praise Yah for you and your beautiful soul. I am a healer also and have a big heart. Yes, you do. And had learned to stay in my lane. Yo, thanks for sharing such personal healing. Absolutely. I share personally because, you know what? We're all connected. We are all connected. And when I go through, there's somebody else going, there's no shame in this thing. That's one thing in this healing world. We got to get rid of shame. Shame? Look. We're all reflections of each other. So what I don't like and I see in you that's like, is really what I don't like in myself. And when I judge somebody, it's really judging myself. So why even do it? Because I don't want to hurt myself. I don't want to hurt you. So we don't do it. So that's been one of my little cheat codes. Like, I ain't got nothing to say. I ain't got no judgment. I ain't got because you never know how spirit and what road spirit will have you to go down. You judging somebody else, the next 2 months, you might be in that same person's shoes. So, and that's real. You know, our ancestors used to say that a lot. You just never know what people are going through. So just always offer grace, you know, just always offer love because you just never know. And all you healers out there, y'all just make sure y'all be nice to yourself. Be nice to yourself. Like you be nice to your clients. Be gentle with yourselves. If y'all want to get in on this certification course I'm offering, Caribbean Healing Herbalism, get in on it. I'll teach you everything I know. And y'all seen the receipts on my page. And I want to take this and drop it and deposit it into others so they can go about, number one, healing themselves. Number one, because medicine is always for you first. And number two, help other people. Right? But it's also a way you can bring more wealth and prosperity into your life as well. Because I believe as a healer that we have to have the things that make us comfortable. You have to have the right foods, which costs money, the proper water costs money, the proper environments, which may cost money. So when people have this issue about, oh, healers shouldn't charge, bullshit. And some of y'all healers are up here, so you know what I'm saying, bullshit. No, you do because you also have to support your family. And we are in this material realm until there's no money and we can just exchange off of energy. Charge your price without shame, without guilt, and know your worth. Right? That's also a part of healing mother wounds, is knowing that you're worthy. I'm talking to somebody today. I need somebody to put some hearts in the chat if I'm talking to you. I see a few comments. I'm going to read them. But put some hearts in the chat. If you know you have to charge your worth, you are a healer, you help people, and you're wondering, I don't know, I don't want to charge, I should just be helping. I need you to put a heart in the chat because here's the thing. The universe is also concerned about your abundance and prosperity, your comfort here. Yes, that's spiritual too. Absolutely. Because you can't tell the electric people that, oh, I'm going to send you a prayer, or I'm going to do a meditation. They ain't trying to hear that. They want some green or swipe your card or do a PayPal. They ain't trying to hear that. So the universe is abundance. So anything you ask for, you can have. If you can ask for a healing, or just how I ordered a bottle of water just now, and I can ask for that and get it, the universe works the same way. But here's the thing. You ready? Here's the thing. You got to know you're worthy. You got to know that you're worthy. It can't come to you if you ain't worthy. Wealth does not stay around a place. Money will not come if you don't feel worthy of it. It just can't, because you got to be a match for it. So I encourage you healers out there whose money and business kind of work on your self-worth. Work with the root chakra issues, the beliefs from your family, from mother wounds, from father wounds, from cultural wounds, from earth, whatever. Work on that. Work on your worth. Because when you know you're worthy of it, it comes to you. And guess what? Second thing, mind your business. It don't matter how it comes to you. It don't matter if this company or this client buys you. It don't matter. But it's going to come to you. So your homework is just to say, I'm worthy. And vibrate that energy. There's a song on YouTube that's by Tony Jones, Toni Jones. It says, I am worthy. I believe I am worthy. It's a mantra. Play that every day. In your car, play it at your workstation. Play it, play it, play it. Let it get into your subconscious. I am worthy. I believe I am worthy. I'm going to meet her one day. I am worthy. I believe I am worthy. Play it, play it, play it. Doesn't matter if you feel it right away. That don't matter. Because 10 times out of 10, you're not going to feel it. You're not going to feel worthy. You're not going to want to look in the mirror and say, I am worthy. I am worthy. In fact, that might even feel painful. Do it anyway. Do it anyway. I don't care how it feels initially. It will work for you. When you know that you're worthy, then your customers, your clients, or whatever it is that you want to manifest, it may not even be money, could easily come to you because you're saying, hey, I'm meeting you. When you don't feel good about something, it can't come to you. It's missing you. It's over your head. But when you raise your vibration a little bit, it can make a connection just like that. And it comes to you. And when you make a connection, it can flow to you effortlessly without you having to work for it. A lot of us work too much. No. Flow. No work. Flow. And one of my mentors, Valino, she actually said, yeah, what do you feel when you think about the word work? And I said, I don't like the word because it feels very onerous. It feels stressful. So I just say play. And I told my husband today, I'm getting ready to play. Pack up my things. It'll be working, but it brings me joy. It brings me happiness to come live and just chat it up. I ain't selling you nothing, y'all. We just talking, right? But someone may say, this is work. I got to do Instagram posts. I got to do this. I got to do that. No, we're flowing with it, right? So drop your questions and comments in the chat, and I will happy to answer those for you. Let me see. Annie's over here blowing up my Facebook, girl. Let me see what you got. You said, close it. Don't slow me down. No ads. Mama won't slow me down. No. Every day is a chance to shut down what doesn't work. Absolutely. C. Baptiste says, peace, Sistah Yaya. Can you speak a little bit on your herbal course that you offer? Absolutely. I apologize about the noise, y'all. Hopefully y'all can still hear me good. If you can still hear me, let me know. Put something in the chat. Put a star in the chat. A star. Let me know you can still hear me well at a little restaurant here on the beach. So sometimes the noise gets a little loud. So my course that I'm offering is Caribbean Healing Level 1 Practitioner course. It's based on Kromanti, Maroonage science, right? So this is, I used to teach a course called Caribbean Healing and Herbalism 101, where we just talk about Caribbean medicines of the Maroons of Jamaica. This one is on steroids. This is lots more information on herbal medicine that we use in the Caribbean, some that you can find in the States and some that you can find from us. What we use it for magic, for healing the body, all of the contraindications. You will get a sample pack of herbs to work with to make your teas, your roots. And some of you who's on this live have taken this class. I'm also going to show you some ritual baths that you can make, some rituals you can do for certain situations. You will learn numerologies. And for those who are returning students, you will get a 50% off discount because I want to refresh your energy and I want you to be certified. This is part of a 3-part series where you're getting the fundamentals and the practice. Then you're going to develop a project of your own. We're going to talk about that. And then you get to come to Mexico to spend time with me, hands-on, to really, really, really get the practitioner part of this Caribbean healing. Because I got to see you. I got to touch you. I got to hug you. So it's 3 parts. But the basic gives you rituals, healing herbs, numerologies, meditations, different things that you can do to really take your life and your practice to the next level. And it's based on Kromanti science and Maroonage. So the Maroons are those who refused enslavement in the Caribbean and formed their own communities. So they put together the best practices of healing, spirituality, ritual for war, bearing children, for nutrition, diet. They put all of these things together and they said, this is how we're going to live as a community. This was done like over 400 years ago. So I'm taking this wisdom, which was given to me by my grandfather and my great aunties, and of course my ancestors, word by word, putting it in a format and sharing it with the world so that you can do the same thing yourself. So that's the course. So you'll be seeing more about it. I'll do a Q&A on that as well. Send us an email if you're interested. You need a payment plan, scholarship. Look, I just want you to take this course. So let's see what you're working with and drop it in my DM, and so we can go from there. So hopefully that answers your question. And happy to talk more about that. And Annie Ruth says here, grace and love, nice to myself. I just got me some dry needling Saturday for the first time. Good. Way to go, Annie. Way to go. Continue to take good care of yourselves, family, because truly you and your energy is everything. And that's all you have. Outside of tangible things is your divine energy. So use it. So embrace yourself. So do what it takes to love it. So y'all let me know if you have questions. I've been chatting. Looks like we've been here for over an hour, which is fine with me. I just wanted to come on and just share some love and inspiration and encouragement. New Orleans, we will see you sometime in the summer. We have some great things coming through there. I want to do some training. So if you have an organization that you want us to come and to do some training, send me a message. Let's organize something, and let's do it. We can do it online. If you want to do it in person, we can do that. This year, we are just sharing what we know. We're no longer playing small. So if you're in your business and you're wondering, oh, if I should put this program out, do it. Do it. Let the universe guide you into the flow. Or you want to start your business, do it, please, because there's someone that needs to hear you. Someone needs your service, and they're waiting for you to be in alignment with it so that they can connect with you, pay you, and it can be a good exchange of energy. So whatever it is, you have to write a book. Please write it. If you're wanting to do this, do it. Now is the time, and now we have the grace, which means that there are extra spiritual energies that are here to push your vision forward. Please take advantage of this time to bring your business, your vision to the next level, not just for you, but for your family, for your community, for your soul's evolution. Because I truly believe that prosperity, wealth, and abundance, for those who are doing this work, is part of it. I don't separate at all. It's like water and wet. Water is always going to be wet. So I think wealth, abundance, prosperity comes along with being in alignment with who you are, according to the laws of the universe. So do it. Do what makes your heart smile. Do what makes your teeth white. Do it. No stopping. And if you feel that there's some blockages, call me. I can set up a consultation to help you to get through that, or just jump over it and do it anyway. It ain't got to be perfect. Remember, done is better than perfect. I tell my clients, my business coaching clients, done is better than perfect. And y'all see my stuff. Sometimes my stuff don't even be perfect, but it be done. And if someone's going to connect with you, they're going to connect with you anyway. So do that. We are here to help and to serve you in any way that we can. Got my DM. Those who are interested in the bloodline cleansing ritual, send me a DM and I'll get that out to you. We have classes coming up. You want to visit Mexico for healing personally with me, you're more than welcome to. Just send me a message. We can get you all set up at a nice little spot on the beach if you want, or if you want to stay in the cities, whatever you want to do. We can curate an experience that works good for you. So if there's no more questions, this is Sistah Yaya here getting ready to sign off. Check us out online, soultribeheals.com. Get your herbs, your sea moss, your soursop. Happy to help. Glad to be of service. And I look forward to seeing some of you all in Mexico. If not, maybe we'll connect on Zoom or on another live. Thank you so much for your time. I love you. Mwah, mwah, mwah. Go heal those mother wounds. Go heal yourself. Go and do it. Transform those wounds for your empowerment. Don't let them be a stumbling block anymore in your life. From this day forward, no more stumbling blocks, no more excuses, no more victim mentality, because you have the power. You, all of you have the power to heal everything beyond you can even ask or think. Promise you. I've done it and I'm doing it and I'm helping others to do the same thing. So let's stay connected, family. I love you all so very much, and we will talk soon. Mwah! Love you, love you, love you. Bye. Oh, it's awesome.